7 Yggdrasil trees protect all creation. Once a new tree was born on the land, mankind flourished. However, rightful fool lost their way, and that power vanished overnight. The spirit of the great tree embraces the wise and calls out to adventurers yet unseen. Aeons pass, no explorers from around the world gather as they soar across the skies. The curtain is about to rise on a new adventure. And with that, I welcome you guys for a new Let's Play, Etrian Odyssey Nexus. This game got released yesterday on the 5th February, if I remember, right? Right, okay. And, well, I technically wanted to start this Let's Play a lot earlier, but because of technical difficulties and me having difficulty on deciding my team, it's really hard. There are a lot of classes I like, and it's actually hard to make a team out of 5 if I want to include so many at the same time. As you can see, I already have a save data. Only 3 hours and 30 minutes. And I didn't really get far, so yeah. I only checked a bit and played around a bit, so I have a kind of idea which teams I'm going to use. Well, without further ado, let's start a new game. And right away we're going to see that there are 4 different difficulties. Picnic, Basic and Expert like the other game. And Heroic. And well, that's kinda like a critical mode. Even harder than Expert, and this mode is only, well, how should I put it? You can only select it in this screen. If you try to switch from Expert to Heroic later, then that's impossible. But you're always able to switch from Heroic, if it's too difficult, into Expert. But if you really go for a Heroic run, you do not want to go Expert, because then you are unable to return to it. And well, that's all I can say about those difficulties. The rest is super easy, normal, hard. Yeah. We're just going to do normal, since I don't really know this game so well, and it just got released. You know, before I get super angry. And the story part. This is the bridge of the flying city of Maginia. We will be arriving at our destination shortly. All citizens are advised to prepare for landing at a safe location and stand by. By the way guys, before you wonder, there are voice acting in this game, but they are all Japanese. They didn't really do an English dub for this game, so I'm kind of forced to read everything. And my reading isn't really that good yet. I still practice. The flying city of Maginia. As you wander its hall, you find yourself lost in a passage linked to a bridge that extends toward the city. Which way to go? You continue down the hall until you come across a fragile-looking woman staring out one of the ship's windows. Well then, who are you? Let's be a little creepy. Eventually, noticing your gaze, the woman turns and addresses you in a sharp tone. From the look of things, you don't seem to be one of ours. Who are you? The woman asks you sternly. As an adventurer, you're obligated to tell her your guild name. Its name is... well... that's actually quite easy, since I always have the same name in all games. It's the only true guild. Yes, Vesperia. The Vesperia Guild. Are you one of the adventurers we have recruited? The country of Etrian, to the far east, home to many adventurers. The northern duchy of Heilagard, with its beautiful forests and changing season. The ocean city of Amororod, in the southern sea, where people gather from all around the world. I really hope we're going to get Etrian Untold 3, which is going to play in Amororod. But the chances aren't that high. But I don't give up. The same was with Tales of Vesperia. They always said there's never going to be a re-release. And what happened this year? The remote city of Trevis, governed by a wise and well-renowned count. No matter where you come from, I thank you for heeding our call. The lost island of Lemuria, it is said to be land cut off from the rest of the world. I have heard of the rough seas and thick clouds surrounding this island. But our journey here are truly been something of legend. That said, we are closing in on our destination. We are about to break through the clouds. So there is the next tree. And the city is on a huge aircraft. It seems like. Well, that's useful. Didn't really pay attention during the cutscene. Do you see that? That is Yggdrasil. The great tree is our destination, the main stage of our adventure. Princess! Ah, so this is where you were. We are safely landed, so if your Highness would please prepare for a speech. Müller! Very well, I'm ready. You should head that way as well. And who are you? The Vesperia Guild. It seems yet another group of adventurers has answered our call. More adventurers, I see. You too have volunteered for this perilous journey. I am Günther Müller, a soldier of the city. Thousands of adventurers like ourselves have gathered here. No doubt they have been drawn to the lost treasure of an ancient civilization described in legend. Then again, there's no knowing if that can be said of everyone. Some are here out of a sense of duty, while others have come to satiate their lust for adventure. Of course, there's no shortage of those seeking riches either, though some have come simply wishing to see Magina for themselves. We've been receiving some vaguer crimes in search of a new home. However, now that we have reached our destination, we plan to have the princess provide some inspiration. You should make your way to the town square as well. Inspire us? There, the princess will inform you of our goal and hopefully arouse further enthusiasm for the task at hand. Well then, we're heading out until we meet again, Vesperia. Now that was a lot of story. And I think now is another cutscene. But okay, I don't need to say those words if she's going to say it like this. Brave heroes from around the world. Today we set out for an unexplored land. It's kinda distracting if you're talking behind me. But I don't want to turn it off somehow. Though you are but nameless strangers to one another, you all share the same desire to venture into the unknown. Our goal is the legendary treasure of the lost civilization of Lemuria. It is there you will find what you seek, be it fame, fortune, or merely the thrill of adventure. I am, oh my god, Prestfonia Maginia, leader of the Maginia Expedition Force. The Expedition HQ will be there to guide and assist should you require a helping hand. Brave adventurer, hold your head high and proudly go forth. As the Highness just said, we have come to Lemuria in search of its legendary treasure. Before we begin, we will need to measure your strength over the Explorer Guild. Once we have assessed your capability, we can assign you to the appropriate mission. Come to the Exploration Guild when you're ready. There, I will receive you as Guildmaster. Good luck to you! And with that, the journey is about to begin, and as you can see, I already downloaded a few pictures for my adventurers, which I totally need. I totally need them. Don't ask. Will the next guild please enter? The Febuary Guild, if I recall correctly. Welcome to the Maginia Exploration Guild. I trust your presence means you're hoping to reach Yggdrasil. Just so that you are aware, there are quite a few adventurers who have already folded their guilds in favor of an easy life in the city. But I'm glad to see you haven't lost your adventurous spirit. Now then, Febuary Guild, you must register adventurers to your guild, who will then become guild members. I recommend that at least 5 members. Yeah. I know. So now that we have that, I'm going to introduce my team, which I still don't 100% sure about. Kinda have already an image, but I want to create. As you already know, I'm not the decisive one. And my team is probably going to be one of the worst choices, but I'm going to pull it through. So, I'm going to make a little cut for the customization and all. See you guys once I'm done with them. So, I think I'm done. I made a few characters, already prepared a few spare characters in case I need them. First, we have me. I became a Landknecht with this kind of image. It was from a DLC, which is at the moment completely for free. So if you're guys interested, you can get it right now. Just log in online and you can get it just like that. Then we have Danny, our Shogun. Since I kinda lack a protector and his force skill is kinda like a protection shield for everyone, I thought maybe I'm going to use Shogun instead of Ronan. At least I'm going to give it a try. If it doesn't work out, I'm going to switch him to a Ronan later, or depending what I need. Then we have Levi. Levi is our survivalist. He's going to be responsible for our safe passing through the dungeon, as well as gathering point expert and other things. Then we have Evie, our main healer, or rather I should say our main status, bind and other stuff character. She's going to later learn a few harponer skills, I think, yeah, harponing? I forgot how they are called. The guys with the wings. She's going to learn from them. And our last member is our medic. As you can see, she looks like a monk. Since she's going to be a frontline medic, I never used one of those, but it should be interesting. I mean, what could go wrong, right? And for our spells, we have Yuki, our Zodiac, in case we need extra damage. Our Protector, Hilda, in case we actually need protection. And Casper, our little ghost farmer. Which I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use him, but I really like farmers. Too bad that they aren't that strong. Anyways, now that we are done with that, seems like I misclicked. I just leave. It looks like you're finished gathering your guild members. That said, you are not ready to be in introduced at headquarters just yet. You aren't experienced enough from where I'm standing. You don't have what it takes to handle a mission that HQ assigns. Ah, how about this, Vesperia Guild? Besides the mission, there are also requests by various town people that you can accept here in Virginia. Most refer to them as quests. We have this system in place where citizens report their problems to a didnt. No, that's not a joke. All magicians are like a family to one another. It's only natural that we lend a helping hand when needed. Now, normally the barkeeper only assigns requests to the most capable candidates, but I will order him to prioritize your guild from now on. Once you polish your skill by fulfilling a few requests, I'll introduce you at HQ. How does that sound? Does that sound feasible to you? Yeah. Excellent. Then make your way to the taverns in the town. I'll let them know in advance that you are coming. Best of luck to you. Ah yes, I almost forgot. This is for you. Ooh, money! It's an exploration script. Take it to a shop so you can purchase some gear for yourself. After all, some of the requests you accept could end up being quite dangerous. One last thing, don't forget to take care of skill. Yeah. Don't need to remember. I know that. We're going to do this right away. Yes. So, let's see. Rhei. Yeah, I know. Yeah. We have a few tabs. Depending on our level, we can level up different skills, like this one. You can only level them up after reaching level 20. And this is for level 40. So that's going to take quite a while before we get there. So let's see. What could I need for her? Mission is actually quite useful, if I remember right. And of course blazing. For Danny, we're going to get second sword, of course. And how about Bolt Slash, of course. Wait. Let's do this. I need to take those commands later. Then we have our healer. He's going to get heal, of course. And one revive. And just for the heck of it, and dash. Since she's going to be an attacker, so heavy strike is on our way. For Levi, we are going to go with natural instincts, of course. Power. And blind arrow. And Evie, well, there's actually only one thing we can do with her. Getting circles, circle boon, and dismiss heal later on. That's all with the customary. The part is already quite long, but I think I can squeeze that reverse in. Oh, is that a new face I see? First time here? Hello and welcome to Cavalier Travels. My name is Cavalier. I'm the barkeeper around here. You can call me Cavalier if you want. Are you a new adventurer? You've got good eyes on you. Bright and hopeful. What's that? To the eye? No, my old eyes can barely see much of anything these days. Just so you know, you get a lot of requests from the people who visit this tavern. Get me this, I want that, kill that monster, hell, even go out on a date with me. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, if you complete a request, you will earn yourself a reward. I'm not joking about that. Oh, are you Vesperia Guild by any chance? I was told to give you priorities on all my requests. How about it then? Wanna jump and get started? Of course, since that is our quest. That quest? That one comes from the city herdsman. Care of varieties of livestock that provides the city with fresh milk and meat. We've got goats, sheep, cows, horse, all kinds. There's the city always moving from one place to the next. Keeping them cared is not easy. Whenever the sandy lands, the herdsman takes the livestock out of the city to let them graze on fresh grass. This time they are in a dangerous, unexplored place. Herdsmen and their animals can't just walk out of the city like they usually do. That's true. That's where this request comes in. They want some adventurers to protect them. A special trained soldier will herd the goats. You just have to keep them safe. The goats will eat the grass and plants while you keep watch over them. This request is perfect for a brand new adventurer. They'll be waiting for you right at... yeah. How about the Guardian? That request? That one was submitted by one of the biggest names in the city. Because McGinnis sits atop an airship, our water supplies is pretty limited. That is why every time the city lands, we have to look for sources of fresh water. The city will secure its own supply, of course, but the civilians will need to find some of their own too. A few went out exploring and found a big lake out of the west. The only problem is there's a giant angry fish living in the lake. If anyone gets too close to the water, it jumps out and threatens them with its big sharp teeth. Nobody can draw any water from the lake. The people of the city are terrified, naturally, and they are starting to call it the Guardian of the Lake. That's where you come in. Here's a fishing rod and some baits. Go and fish that giant Guardian out of the lake. Of course! Ah, Miss Napier managed to shop. She's so adorable. I try to stop by when I don't have any shopping to do. What's that? You don't care? Oh, you're so cruel. Well, just humor me then. Go pay her a visit. Well, okay. I actually need some gear, so that's actually getting... What's this? An unfamiliar face. Let me guess. New explorer lured by the sweet scent of profit? I will wager a guess that you have only just formed your guild, am I right? I'd hear from the guild explorer that there would be some new adventurers stopping by with a stripe to gear themselves up. In that case, we here at Nabia's firm have all the essentials that you could wish to purchase. It would do you no good to be defeated in a labyrinth with a full purse, correct? You're going to get all the N out of me, right? Well, I don't mind if you want it. But before I get anything, I need defense. A lot of defense. Let's see. You can get a featherhead. And more defense. I'm also going to get a featherhead. Our little girl is going to get a featherhead, just like me. And another glove. You also get the same stuff. Since I kind of prefer defense right now more than anything else. So now we have a little bit left. So before we do anything else, let's get a good sword for her. How about... Oh, I'm already out of stuff. That's not a big change. That's also not a big change, so I'm just going to get a few medicines, just in case. And let's save. Wait, did you say we are closed? Ah, hey, okay, we are open, starting now. I'm Vivian. The little guy up here is Mr. Merlin. Alright then, good night. The inn is a facility ready, yeah. We already know that. We can stay here and save. So I'm going to save on this, since I made a separate save for my own playthrough. And, well, I think this is actually quite a good spot to make a little cut, since, well, in this part we only prepared the guild, our characters. We had a lot of cutscenes with the townspeople, and actually I don't want to squeeze and rush the next part of the game just because I have a few minutes left, so yeah, I'm going to see you guys in the next part. Until then,